What's up, everybody? My name is Sig. Welcome to a clear on Scorn of Asura from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. This will be hard mode, of course. Alright, here's my team that I'm going with. White Dragon Ling has nothing special equipped. Just some LB fill things, some other things here and there. Kryla is built for evasion. She's got some MP reducing equipment. She has some Esper fill. Shift form's completely empty. It's not going to be necessary for this clear. Eurasia, who's built the same in both forms, is here for mitigation and healing. That's about it. King Bahimi is our tank. He's got all the resistances he needs. The important ones, at least. Everyone is immune to paralyzation and confusion. And then here's our DPS queen, Lord Sakura. This is how she should be built if you plan on using her. Because of the buffs that she got for her EX plus 2 and EX plus 3, her chain cap modifier increased to 500%. So in the off chance that you don't have the Clash of Wills crown, you can also use Lightning's STMR. She's got 300 Demon and Human Killer and 225 Reaper Killer for both physical and magic. And then Diaz, shoutouts to him, was very nice enough, or was very kind enough to build a Lord Sakura similar to the one that I have. Although his is better than mine because he has better equipment than I do. So, with that being said, let us go into this trial. Alright, waiting for them to do all that. So first things first, we will be loading up Kryla to do the ceiling. White Dragon Ling will break the boss. Break the boss, give the party some minor buffs, and some LB fill. Eurasia is going to shift, and is going to be on hold for Revitalization Stratagem. King Bahimi will use King's Barrier, no need for armor, and protect the weak. Lord Sakura is going to start getting powered up. My Lord Sakura is going to use Grim Dark Edge. The other one is going to do that too. That enables her Quadcast, for those who did not know. And we're going to use Grim Creeping Eve, the new ability that gives 130% Demon, Human, and Reaper Killer to all allies, both physical and magical, and a 30% Dark Amp. And then we're going to use Grim Cypher. Deus's Sakura is going to get the Quadcast at least. And we'll just use some random ability that doesn't do damage. Actually, this might be a good ability to use later on. Yeah, it'll definitely be a good ability to use later on. And then we will use Grim Cypher. Go ahead and set them off. And then there's Revitalization Stratagem. Alright. Bahimi is going to guard. Lord Sakura's are going to use their Magnus, and then Grim Scythe Reap right away. Well, not right away. Gotta steal the boss first. So there's the Magnus, and then Grim Scythe Reap. Let's go ahead and steal the boss first. After the boss is sealed, Ling will use Cautious Rain to give the boss ease. Eurasia we'll swap over from double revitalization and use one for protectors, and revitalization again. Now we can load up the Lord Sakuras to do the damage. Grimdark Scar. Grimdark Scar will give a slightly better Demon, Human, and Reaper Killer buff to both of the Lord Sakuras, because they are our DPS after all. Alright, wait for all that to go off, and we will let them go. Yeah, look at that damage though. That's some nice ass damage. You know, I think the sound effects might be a bit loud. Let me turn those down a bit. There we go. Yeah, Bahimi's gonna guard. Reload again. Kryla's... Bahimi's gonna guard. Kryla's going to seal again. Ling is just going to... LB Fill. LB Fill and Physical Mitigation. Erasa's largely going to do the same thing. Lord Sakuras are going to let their Scythe Reaps go. So we are definitely going to be passing a threshold next turn. I believe. I need to check. Go ahead and reload them. Yep, we passed threshold, so what we'll need to do now is we'll need to use Almighty Guard on King Bahimi. Use Esper, because that's one of the missions. Kryla can just guard. Eurasia can heal. And give barrier. Now the boss has dispelled herself. So for this, we will have Kryla use her Magnus. Kryla will use her Magnus. King Bahimi will reload all of his stuff. That being no need for armor, King's Barrier, and Protect the Weak. The Lord Sakura's will need to power up again, because I believe it has been 4 turns. So we'll use Grim Dark Edge, Grim Creeping Eve, and then Grim Scythe Reap. We're gonna do something a little different this time, though. We're gonna have friend Lord Sakura do Grim Soulblade instead for the consistent. Oh wait, no, we don't need to do that this turn, right? Because I forgot. Kryla's Magnus does that for us. So Grim Dark Edge, boost resistances, Grim Scythe Reap. Eurasia can... No, Eurasia needs to heal. That's right. Eurasia, little revitalization stratagem, and it's not really necessary right now. That it could come in handy. So could this at some point. We'll just use Revitalization Stratagem twice. Ling and Shift. And give Human and Reaper Killer to the party. It's very important to only hit Asura with one element, otherwise if you hit her with more than one, she will knock someone out of your team for like 5 turns, and then there's a third one where she instantly KOs one person in your party. And if that happens, things can go south really fast. So, we're just going to do a lot of rinse, wash, and repeating with Lord Sakura. Pretty straightforward. Very nice damage. Bahimi is going to guard. Eurasia is going to use her limit burst, give us the bigger barrier. I think this is non-elemental, right? Yeah, it's non-elemental, which is good. That could be another substitute for poison damage. As long as she's not imbued with any element. Or dark element. Really doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and use that. Now we'll just use that. She's kind of sitting around. We'll use... No, we won't do that. We will shift back to this phase. We'll get physical mitigation, some evasion, and keep up. Alright. Turns out that. So, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try using Krylo's Limit Burst, since it does non-elemental damage. And see if that triggers one of the counters. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. Never mind. It does non-elemental damage, so we're good. So poison's reapplied. Sakura is just going to reload all this. Bahimi. Guard. Ling. Use your limit burst. Eurasia. And just heal. Alright, perfect. We have another source of poison on our team, which is fantastic. That worked out about as well as it could have, in all honesty. Let's see, we got one more turn of damage for the Reapers. Or the Grim Lords, rather. So we will go ahead and cut them off. I don't foresee this fight taking much longer. There's one more turn left of that, so we'll go ahead and use Behemoth Body. Ling can refresh breaks. Do some limit burst still. Probably like this guard. Eurasia. We'll do Revitalization Stratagem and Protector Stratagem. And that should do the trick. Compulsion of Venom, Face Rage, all that good stuff is gone. So, let's see what happens with that. The boss has effectively gotten rid of all the impediments that we gave it earlier. So we'll go ahead and use Malicious Curse to break the boss again. Not gonna reapply Poison, but Poison ain't that big a deal, considering how low the boss is now. Eurasia, we need to... No, hold on. First, actually, let's go ahead and set up Bahimi again. No need for armor. King's Barrier. Protect the weak. Eurasia can do Revitalization Stratagem ×2. Ling can do some physical mitigation. LB fill. And then the Grim Lords need to power up again. So we are going to Grim Dark Edge, Grim Creeping Eve, and Scythe Reap. Look at this consistent damage that Lord Sakura can dish out. Grim Dark Edge, Eclipse Ward, and Scythe Reap. Once the defense and spirit buffs are gone, we're going to go ahead and use their Magnus ability to deal a finishing blow. But for now, we are going to keep up the consistent damage. I'm going to guard with Bahimi, so we can get some heals. Revitalization Stratagem, Protector Stratagem for the shield. Before that though, Ling will... Let's see, Ling is kind of a sitting duck too, honestly. We'll use Passionate Performance. Fortifying Movements again. And Refreshing Twirl. Eurasia will do her stuff, and Kryla can just guard. Alright. Everything is gone. This is the kill turn. So, to end it off, we're using Grim Dark Scar, obviously, and Grim Scythe Reap. Same deal with the friend, and that should do it. Oh yeah. Outta here. "11 turns. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I'd say if you have Lord Sakura, she can definitely be good for stuff like this. As well as Vahimi. Ling is, of course, as well, and Eurasia. All those units are really top tier, especially Eurasia, considering that she's in NVA. And yeah, it's all missions, of course. No, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. I will also link Diaz in my description. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.